One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. The mic audio is on, the audio is on, everything looks on, everything looks good, everything looks good. Gee. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary. I don't have, oh, I do have water. Thank God. I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. I do have water, so no, no problem on that. Finished my comic, the rough sketch, and like definite sketch, and now I just have to color and line it and then add text and all that. That's gonna be easy. This was the hardest part, and I did it. Anyways, welcome to Higurashi. When they cry, let's just continue. Mm, wait, February 13th. Mm-hmm. So I viewed all the tips, right? And I'm just gonna continue. Oh, this is gonna be hell for my hands. A few days has passed since the incident. Which incident? I forgot. During the time Mion was busy, or Rika-chan had to help with the festival preparations, so we couldn't get everybody together for club activities. Even though I thought I would never want to participate again, the year it shaved off my life each time. Not having it only made my heart grow fonder. I really not honest with myself. Today was finally had our club activities again. These weren't the same old club activities. It was called the Watanagashi 5 Demon Firefight. I don't even know what that is. It was one of the biggest events in the club. Keiichi, does this yukata still fit you? It's gonna be long. Can you try it for a second? Mom pulled out an old dusty yukata. I don't know how to say it. Nah, I don't need a yukata. Those are embarrassing, so I just go in my normal clothes. But this is a festival, weird, okay? Rena and the others said regular clothes are just fine. If I was the only one wearing a yukata, I'd be even more embarrassing. I put on the same old vest as usual. I'll be going with Rena and the others, so you don't need to worry about me. Is that so? I'll be going with Dad when he wakes up. Your dad sleeps a lot. Can I just say? Okay. I don't know. Look, there's a very specific type of artist that exists. It's called I sleep all day, have 45 minutes of drawing time, and go back to sleep. And I'm just like, that's not the way to live, my bro. I don't know, like when I was at the academy, as we have established, I went to an academy. Uh, I look, it was my OCD talking, and I know it was, but I like to accommodate. We had 2 hour of normal subject periods, then we had lunch, and then we had to draw. So from technically 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock till 5 o'clock, we had that. And I did that. And I actually did stuff. And then we had night. I don't know how it. Night still life? No, not night still life. How do I say that? Act? When you draw people naked and all that. That's what I had to do from. I think it was 6 till 9. We had 3 hours. If my memory doesn't fail, I think my memory fails. I know we had to like draw for 3 hours at night. So technically, my like shift with school was wake up at 7, go to no, wake up at 6 actually, go to school at 7, stay there till fucking 9 p.m. in the night, and then go back with the bus and do homework till 11 p.m. That was my life. That's what I did. It was not very fun, but hey, I finished it and I got a master's, so yay me. That my social life was non-existent. Dad let out a snore from the sofa. You motherfucker. You're one of those artists. I hate you. From how it looks, he must have pulled an all-nighter last night. Oh, okay, that's more understandable. If you're like a night owl, I get that. We couldn't be night owls when we were at the academy. You had to work a specific time to do shit. And I remember I did that shit. But it was very hard because I was very tired at the end of like when we had, well, what was it? Art history, design, and other subjects like Slovenian culture, art, and I was just like, why? Why do I need this? And then there was a subject on how to become like successful artist, and I'm just like, oh, how do you do that? And they're like, oh, we usually do like social media stuff, but sadly we don't have a teacher to teach you the social media stuff, so we're gonna teach you the old timey way to become an artist in galleries. And I'm just like, okay, that works too, I guess. Sad part is you need connections, so he just finished sending in his manuscript, so he might not be able to wake up for a while. It says my dad witness for art magazines. My dad writes for an art magazine sometimes, so which, again, I'm not a theoretical artist. Like, I don't write theories or analysis or stuff like that. I fucking draw. The student body I was with, fucking analysis, man. They could see a picture, get amazingly very complicated things out of it, and I was just like, it's pretty. You know, like, I was not the theoretical masters of that. I was just like, I'm doing my shit and I'm doing it the way I know. I never read it though. I wonder if my dad is a really famous artist. Honey, if he was a really famous artist, you would have staff. Since his own side is something like that, I can't imagine he's selling all that well. Yeah, okay. He's able to feed a family of 3 and my life isn't exactly for hard. You know what you do in this case? Just thank him. Say thank you, Dad, for like keeping us alive and trying your best. I know it sounds silly, but sometimes parents need to hear that as well. It could be that some master painter and I didn't know about it. Ding dong! Keiichi-kun, are you home? Oh, it was already time. I didn't want them coming here, so I was planning on leaving early and waiting outside. Well, that you messed up. I never went to a festival. I'm trying to, like... No, that's a lie. Wait, I'm trying to remember. There was one time, like we have Pika Nogavichka, Lily Longstrumpf, I don't know how it's called in English. Lily Longlegs. No, that doesn't sound right. Lily Longstockings? Is that it? It's so weird because it's so different in every language. And we had like that celebration, so that works. It was a festival, so I think it kind of goes in there. Oh my, it's Rena-chan. Thank you for always looking after Keiichi. Can I just say, why do you always wear the same dress? Like, if I were making a visual novel, I would like give them 20 to 30 different dresses. If it were a different type of day. I don't know, I think that's a girl thing. Because, my god, I hated that trope. Even now when I'm doing my comic, I know it's very hard to like make different types of dresses. Like, when you like listen to like Totally Spies, they literally had a fashion department, like a fashion brand, doing different kind of outfit for them, for the 3 spies. And I'm just like, oh, that's dedication. That's actually kind of cool. Ma'am, he's also been looking out for... Why are you blushing just for meeting my mom? Dogen and Flashert, it really doesn't feel right. Let's go, Rena. Since Rena would continue to space off with the letter here, I grabbed her hand and dragged her out. Rena-chan looked after Keiichi for me. Oh, yes, ma'am. What does how mean? It's like the name of the game. Is that like, oh, is how oh like oh yes ma'am? You know, like an expression, a sound. I'm very confused. Even if it means I must sacrifice myself. Then why don't you do it right now? She weighed back and I was dragging her away. I don't know how long this game is. Okay, Kei-chan, you hungry today? We'll take care of these stalls. You thought I'd let myself full knowledge the club activities will involve the stalls? Wouldn't have it any other way. Where are Riki and Sakuto? Are they already at the temple? I fear something bad's gonna happen right now. Yeah, Priko-chan's festival committee member after all. Sakuto-chan is probably with her as well. I see, alright. Let's make some noise today. Yeah! We're already in high spirit with just the three of us here. Here. I'm sorry, my brain. In 4 days, I made 40 pages. 40 pages of my comic. And everything hurts. I was just like, okay, I have 1 week of free time. I'm fucking finishing it. And I did. And I'm so happy. Now I'm just gonna do 2 pages a day and be like color and do line art. That's all. That's all I'm gonna do. Shrine. The last time I came for exceeded my expectation. Thorns people were crammed between rows. Market. Lined with colorful paper lanterns. Despite that, it was actually quite enjoyable. There are sure lots of people here. I can't believe they all live in Hinamazawa. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. Like, can we get dead bodies? Is that too much? You said mystery and horror. There is none of it. I know what happened to the guy with no arms. Just everybody attends the Watanagashi. I think about half the villages here. It's not just that. Municipal and youth councils from neighboring towns and villages that advertise this event as well. That's right. There aren't as many students at our school. But there's a lot of kids here today. It just doesn't feel like a festival and there are kids running around after all. That's true, I agree. You motherfuckers. Now that's a lie. Not to say anything against kids. Kids are awesome. Like, let them do their own thing. But I remember when I was a teenager and there were a bunch of rows of kids. They fucking annoyed the shit out of me. I think it's because I was a teenager and I was annoyed at everything, but goddamn can kids be annoying. Oh, I'm so mean. Oh, hello and good evening. These two knew everybody we came across. Yeah, because they're from... We established that. Of course I grew in them as well, but I still wasn't familiar with everybody yet. Oh, Rena-chan. Thanks for the fruit you brought me a while back. My son loved it. He said it was delicious. Oh, it was nothing at all. Something's wrong. Why is everybody so nice? There was a murder like 20 years ago. I'm glad he liked it. I'm sorry, I'm being weird. Why, hello to Kazuma-kun for me, please. Hey, if it isn't Sunisaki or Yo-chan. That actually kind of worked. I'm in charge of a stand against this year, so make sure you come visit. Pops, have you gotten fat? Pops, have you gotten fat? Well, that's not nice. You'll end up having a heart attack with a god like that. Oh my god. Oh, this kid here is new. Are you one of her underclassmen? He's one of my members, and an upcoming hopeful. If you cross him, he can crush your stand in one night. You got a little missing seal of approval, I see. Hope you take it easy on me. I'm so confused. As you could have imagined, Mion was chatting away with the old guys running the stalls. You know what I noticed? My eyes don't hurt when I look at this screen. Probably because the background is black and everything is muted to a degree. I'm very happy about that. I'm not sure my eyes could stand like 2 hours of very bright background images. Mi-chan is really energetic at it all. She's really popular with older men. What? Oh, I think Ren is pretty popular too. Being cute and all. Oh god. That was of course so long as her little condition didn't flare up. But as long as she's blushing quietly, she's pretty cute. I don't like her. Stop shipping yourself with her. Oh god. I'm popular with some people, really. Really, with some people. I evaded giving her a straight answer by roughly tousling her hair. That stall keeper came all the way from town. It's not really a festival without them after all. So we're going to mess with them now. I don't care what kind of match it is. I'm going to win it. Oh yes, I try to. Hey, you're all very late. It's unacceptable to keep a lady waiting, Keiichi. Why always signal me out? Like, Rena and the other one is also always late. Shut the fuck up. Oh, my bad. So where did this lady have kept waiting? How did you say? Alright, Sakata was in top form as well, since she was all excited about being able to get everybody in the club together for the first time in a while. Wow, Rika-chan. Oh god. Oh, you know what? Wii U. That's all you get. I'm done. Rena let out an elated sigh. No shit. With the way she's looking, she wants to steal you. It seems like the real lady had made her appearance. Oh god. Rika. Oh, thank god. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to Keiichi as well. Am I not everyone? I'm so confused. Why signal me out? Woo, looking good. You're looking sharp again this year. Cute. Gonna take you home. Stop! Stop it! Please! Eika-chan was wearing a shrine maiden outfit. Yup. Rena's little outburst was completely understood. No! Stop encouraging her! Oh my god! Rika-chan's clothes were sure like the real deal. Is that the real Shrine Maiden's outfit? You know what? That reminds me, like, I know just 2 Shrine Maidens from 2 animes. And I kid you not, I love both of them. I know Ray, Ray. It's Ray, yeah. Ray from Sailor Moon. And then I know Kagome from Inuyasha. 2 of my favorite animes. Yes, I'm that boring. My grandmother made them by hand. By the way, technically Kagome wasn't a matron. She became a matron at the end of the anime, I think. Because she, you know, I'm not gonna spoil it. But she, like, I know Kikyo also, but Kikyo is like not the case I would say, oh, I like them. I don't like Kikyo. My grandmother made them by hand, and I know that's probably controversial, but I don't care. They're quite authentic. Rika-chan has an important task to do at the end of the festival, so she's wearing this. Oh, is there gonna be a murder cult? Is the festival gonna end in blood? Oh, please. I see Rika-chan was the executive committee because she performed all the Shrine Maiden rituals for the festival. Rika, can you murder someone? I'm not saying do it, I'm just saying, is there a possibility? Oh my god, this game. My work is during the final of the festival, so I can still play for a while. But we can... better than fucking Evil Within right now. I'm just saying, the last time I finished that game, I was very mad. This game does not make me mad. This is actually a good game. Visual novel. There was no game elements here, just reading, but you know what I mean. There's one way to enjoy something, and there's some other way when you don't enjoy shit. But we can I'm just waiting for the dead bodies. And for the choice-based game. I hope there's choice-based game. Before any time, let us begin. Oh, oh god, how right? Oh god, I hate this music. I felt so cool to run around the festival with just the 5 of us. Mion called everybody over to the stand that caught her attention and proposed a rather all competition. Takoyaki eating rice. Everyone has to buy their own. Ready, go. A standard in vendor stalls, the takoyaki stand. What's takoyaki? What was especially standard for these kinds of events was the fact that they were simply balls of dough, takoyaki in name only. Oh, is that like you make your own kind of thing? I'm very... It burns! Are you okay, Keiichi-kun? Have some water. My, eating those scalding takoyaki whole is suicide. No shit, I'm dumb. Apparently. I guess the trick is to buy the ready-made ones that have been left there for a while. No oh, you... Okay. I don't like any of these girls. They really don't taste good. The stall next to it was shaved ice that... Oh, don't eat the shaved ice. Oh, don't be dumb. Like, eat it, but don't eat it too fast. It's still a bit too early in the season for that, but right then it didn't matter. Let's do shaved ice this time. It's a shaved ice eating race. Ready? Go. Shaved ice eating race, I can't. I will, as long as you can melt it a bit with your body heat, then it's so cold. Not smart. This old man ordered it with plenty of syrup. It'll melt quickly when it's mixed up. I ate shaved ice once. And that was then when I was a child with my cousin. I liked it. But I had a brain freeze though. Those stooges were too late. The moments they chose to tackle it head on was their downfall. Phew, finished. Kei-chan is done? That was too fast. It couldn't be. Kei-chan, you didn't add water from the goldfish tank behind you. Oh my god! Oh god, don't. That can taste... No, it doesn't. I bet it doesn't. Oh god. Next to that was another old favorite. A cotton kitten stand. Why don't we do this one next? Of course, it's a speed eating contest. Oh my god. Hey, how do you eat cotton candy quickly? Just throw it in your mouth like a bomb, I think. Like just... Sorry. Ow. On Sakota's mark, me and Sakota and I compress the cotton candy with... Oh, that's smart. The next time it took to stick the whole thing in your mouth... Yeah, that's what I said. 3 seconds. I spent exactly to figure it out, but I didn't think Kei-chan would too. I can't have you treating me like a newbie forever, can I? Okay. It won't taste very good. No shit. I'm like, sorry. This is not how you enjoy a festival in my mind. Why make everything a competition, you know? If you're eating cotton candy, fucking eat cotton candy and enjoy the flavor. Even shaved ice. Even that Takayomi pan or whatever. I never tasted it, but I'm pretty sure it's kinda good when you actually take time with it. Yuka-chan has crushed it between her hands and stuck it in her mouth. You did that, you hypocrite. This is probably the only place in Japan where people eat cotton candy like this. No shit. I think only Rena Cotton Candy was happy with how it was eaten. Yeah. But it felt like we end up doing stuff like eat noodles through the nose contest or human water pump at the golf scoop at the rate things were going. Why is everything a competition? I'm tired. This old friend will probably still win too. Hey, how about let's enjoy the festival without stupid conquests? Yeah. I'm sorry, I feel like an old granny just seeing this. Like, Is this an anime thing or is this a real ass thing? Do people do contests like this? Because I was never competitive, like at all. I just did things that I enjoyed. But these motherfuckers just context every day. Let's have a contest about this. They haven't. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm gonna be lazy. I'm simply no match for me on Sun when it comes to eating repulsive things. Yeah, seriously. What's up with you guys? Are you telling me you don't want to have the blue Hawaii top yakisoba eating context? Yakisoba. What's yakisoba? Shake Shake, both Sakata and shook our heads in unison. Can we have a game that doesn't involve food this time? Can we? And I suppose what God said, it was about time we played a different kind of game. It also seemed neither Ren or Rika-chan were any good at speeding or gorging themselves. Sorry, English. Okay, Rena, I'll let you pick out the next game. Anything is fine. Well then. I'm going to be the judge. Find cute takes on the festival grounds. Okay, you have 1 minute. Fine by me. I know exactly what Rena likes. Alright, I think I can win with that. Ready, go. Oh, why aren't Keiichi-kun and Rika-chan starting? Why not? Mion and Sakato dashed off mildly, but Rika-chan and I calmly stayed right where we were. Could it be you already found it? The cute thing? We've already found it. Keiichi too? Yeah. What is it? I can't wait. Both Rika-chan and I stood motionless moments before me and Sakato returned. This is probably the first time we've gone head to head like this. I will be the first. Rika-chan, you expect to win with that, huh? I am a member of this club as well. Win by any means is our society's third rule. Rika-chan sneered to the best of her ability. You're on. You know, like a face that actually sneers would be nice. Like, don't get me wrong, the story is interesting to a point, but like, I don't know, maybe the years of playing like games with different visuals and different story types, like this is an old game, don't get me wrong, this is an actually very old game, but I'm just like, they could have used an you know, till now, I'm not that impressed. Both me and Sakato came back, each with their own plan of attack, maybe because there's no murder. That could be it. With their own plan of attack stuffed in their arms. Okay then, let's go in order. Let's start with the club president, Minchan. Too bad, you guys, I'm ending this now. This old... Oh my god, stop with... No! This old man brought... I actually flinched. Brought this. Where did she get those? They're old tin diamond-shaped signs. Pleb curry, snake oil incense, and orinami tea. How about this? That's very understood, a little too understated. That's very understated, very true, Mion. I used to see those stuck up on bright wire fences. They were more nostalgic than you can. You explain what part of that is cute? There were puffs of smoke noisily shooting out of Rena's ears and nose, almost like a steam train. Why? I didn't get it. I don't either. I shall be up next. It is this. It's a hand-drawn poster from the Lady Society roasted corn stall. It was really bad staged done by a housewife. An anthropomorphic roasted corn drawn without any sort of real plan. Its very existence invaded a sense of sorrow to the viewer. Weep? That was the sound of blood jutting out of Riden's nose. What? It seems to have been rated higher than Mion's. I really didn't get it. It feels like your artistic sense is very avant-garde by about 5 eons. Oh, those were nothing but mass-produced signs after all. You had no chance to get something hand-drawn. I couldn't even begin to follow the way those guys were thinking. Then I will be next. Next is Rika-chan, is it? What can you even do without anything? Do you and Sakoto both forget? If Rika-chan felt like it, she could simply... The moment the fucking song played, the moment the music started, I knew. This is gonna be hell on earth right now. After moving back about 10 yards, she began waddling up to Rena. Seeing that, both me and Sakoto gasped. Oh no! Too late! Rika-chan tripped over nothing and lay motionless after falling down. Rena hurried over to her. Rika-chan, are you alright? Rika-chan had a lump on her throat and tears welled up in her. Only her fingers picked out from her sleeves. This was the vile part. The palms of her hands were covered with her sleeves. She just made the signals out. You son of a bitch. You know what you were doing. You know what you were doing when you were writing this. Oh, how cute. Going to take you home. I'd completely forgotten that. The play that I personally had to use. Rika's face became completely red, her head bobbing back and forth in excitement. She embarked Rika-chan and began rubbing her cheek. Oh god. I'd expect no less from her. Not a single element was overlooked. Lolly, shrine maiden, drink of crying, meow. It was perfect. A simple trip transcended into pure moe. What the fuck is moe? Now this is what you call art. No. Kei-chan has a pretty weird definition of art. I just pretend the sharp sting of those words cutting through me like a razor was a figment of my imagination. Rika-chan turned her gaze with me with a daunting smile. She caressed by Rina, who was in full cute mode. Now Keiichi, can you beat me? Oh god. The cold smile is fronting Rika-chan. It is just my imagination, but I see a demon inside her sometimes. Can there be a real demon? Like in the game? Sorry, I'm being mean. Kei-chan seemed to have his own plan of attack. I wonder what's going to show her. I also wish to observe the play Kei-chan will make. Could it be, is Kei-chan also going to give a performance? I basked in their pointed stares. I pulled Rena, who had no sign of cancelling out the cute mode, away from Mika. How? Cute thing. Keiichi-kun, let's go. I'll show you something even cute, so just hold on for now. Please don't kiss her. I swear I'd slap you if you did that. Huh? Oh? Something even cuter? But it's a little too crowded. Oh my... Fuck you. Okay. Rena looked very surprised as I pulled her behind the shrine. No. Keiichi, I will fight the ever-living shit out of you. I cannot fathom what Keiichi could possibly be planning. This is Kei-chan after all. No, it can't be. Keep on fighting. Yeah. Rika, you're so polarizing. I have no idea what's going on. After a bit, I returned. And a bit after that, Solidina dragging her feet. There's no way that Scoundrel Kei-chan did something to innocent. Oh my god. Oh. Mio and Sakoto passed by me, heading straight to Rena. What exactly did he do to you? For a moment, Rena was too dazed to realize something was talking to her. Gasp. How? It is me-chan. How? Rena, are you alright? Did Kei-chan do anything to you? No. He didn't do anything strange to me. How? This is quite severe. Exactly what did Kei-chan show you? It was cute. How? Cute? What did he show you, Rena? What did he show you? Rena let along. How? Her eyes sparkled as she spoke. Cute, so cute. It was Kei-chan's flurry little... Oh my god! What the fucking hell? What, womb? In the blink of an eye, Mio and Sakoto elbows smashed in my face. What the hell did... Oh my god. Huh? Oh, what? What? Showing around something so dirty. What? I didn't. Don't Oh, how did this say? You sick pervert. I should have not you bitten into oblivion. Wait, wait, you got it all wrong. In a dark bellowing aura found for me and Sakoto, it was no good. They're gonna kill me. Michan, I'm not sure what's going on, but you got it all wrong. You see Keiichi-kun had... Oh god. It's a fur seal keychain. Reika-chan stuck her hand in my pocket and pulled off my keychain. Eh? He said he made it long ago for one of his summer school assignments. He said he didn't show it to others often because it's embarrassing. How did you know? Yeah, so small and cute. He tried his best to make it. It's so wonderful. Oh! This old man thought he meant... Oh my... Why? Why? I swear it's not hentai. I swear it's... On the Steam page it said no hentai. I'm trying. I'm so trying. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. You're making it so hard. Oh, this old man thought you meant it was Keiichi and cute little fur seal. Oh ho ho. I expect no lens for Mion-san. You misconstrue things in the wild. Oh, you fucking elbowed me too! What the fuck? The slung insulted each other and looked like they were ready to tear each other at any second. I beg of you. I am in the clear. Would you mind getting off of me? We were interrupted. Oh my god, somebody pictured us. Oh god. We were interrupted by a flash of camera. Hi man. Can you be my number one? I like you. You don't make me do competitions. We were interrupted by a flash of camera. I don't even know how old you are. Forget what I said. Oh god. Hey guys. You all seem energetic as usual. It was Tomatake-san. As I lay crumpled on the ground, Mion and Sakoto continued to bigger above me. Ryuko-chan was patting me on the head and Rena was still in cute mode. It was probably quite a lively scene. It's fine evening indeed, although it's rather poor etiquette to photograph a lady without her permission. That's right. At least you don't really need Sakoto's permission. Ow! Sakoto dug her heels into me. Good evening. You're heading back tomorrow, aren't you? Were you able to get lots of pictures? Thanks to you, I got plenty of good shots. Tonight's the last we can see old Tomatake-sama, isn't it? It's such a shame. Hurry up and have your major breakout soon. Can we please stop messing with this man? Just as rude as ever, aren't you? I really am sad I won't be able to hear that voice of yours for almost half a year. Be sure to have as much as fun as you can tonight. You'll be back in Tokyo tomorrow after all. That's true. It will be another 6 months until I can enjoy another night where I can see the stars. Tomitake-san looked up to the night sky cheerfully. At that moment, even though he was smiling, I sensed a bit of sadness. Can I get murder? Can I get a mystery? Can I get something? Why don't you move here, Tomitake-san? In Hidamazawa. Tomitake-san was speechless. It's not very convenient here. No shops or relocation spots. There might be even anything really here. But you know, everybody knew what I was trying to say. Tomitake-san was also well aware. So Rena, Mion, Satogo, and Rika-chan, none of them butted in. I've only been here for less than a month, so I don't really know everything about it. Normally I'm really talkative guy, but in this situation I'm at a loss for words. Even though all of this is happening in such a boisterous setting, it felt like all the background noise was fading into the distance. This place is probably Tomitake-san resting his hand on me gently, silencing me. Thank you. Keiichi-kun, Mion-chan and Rena-chan. How do you know all these people? Satoko and Rika-chan. Tomitake's smile was so slight it looked as though he's going to crumble any moment, but it was warm. I also think it would be great if I could live here. those might have been cruel words coming from a kid who didn't need to worry about working to feed himself. A hand touched my back. It was Rena. Ichikun, you shouldn't pick on adults. It's not nice. What did I do? I said move. I didn't say fucking stop working. The background clamor of the festival returned. We won't be seeing him for a while, after all. We need to make sure that Tomitake-san also enjoys tonight. When Rena smiled, the moon instantly got brighter. What the fuck are they hiding? What the fuck are they hiding? I don't like this. That's true, I think I'll just do that. Ah, hey Michan. How about it? Can we let Tomitake-san into our club activities? That's a great idea. Oh, so I thought, but Mion had a snobbish look on her face. One of the requirements for membership is the residence in Hinamazawa, you see. Fuck you! Come on, Michan, just for today, don't be mean. Well, he does come around every year. I'll make him an honorary citizen. Wow, yay! Now then, I wonder if this aged fellow will pass his prime will be a match for me. No, say that like that. Oh god. Let's have him show us the wisdom of... No! Why? Hey, can you keep out with us youngins? No. Tomitake stopped back slightly at our wait, I don't even remember. I, Mion Shonozaki, club president, do hereby authorize honorary citizen Tomitake entry into our club. Tomitake. Her words were quickly drowned out by cheers. What do you mean by club? What our club does, you see, in order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities with various rules. Sometimes they are in your favor, and sometimes they work against you. Okay. I'm pretty weak, so what the fuck? Oh, it's on my phone. Okay, it's okay. I'm pretty weak, so I prefer not to single me out. Let's try to get along. If you wish to mock our childish game, that this will be the perfect opportunity. We'll leave you with nothing. We won't even leave the hairs on your butt. So it is a club where we play games together. Of course, Shiko-chan was the only one to give an answer that made sense. Alright, just what I wanted. I'll take you up on that challenge. Don't be too rough on me, my mentors. Oh, Tomitake-san got riled up and did the victory pose like he was 10 years younger. Oh, no. Oh. That's perfect. We continue walking through the festival with Mion in the front. Now we're looking like a family of 6. If I had the intensity to it. Some rules as always. The loser will of course be subject to a penalty. Tomitake-san was a bit surprised, but to us it was just the same as always. Regardless how terrible the penalty was, just don't lose. Rena was also brimming with determination. She didn't have any intention of losing, that's true. I tousled Rena still to right in the mood. She giggled and hid her embarrassment. Why? I don't like Rena. Can I just say that I don't like her? I don't like anybody. Maybe Tomitake-san, but only because he gave me a mystery. I see, this is what it means to feel like a kid again. Tomitake-san whispered that to nobody in particular. At least the moment we heard an old man calling out a strong voice. Looking over, it was the man Mion had greeted right before the festival. You're here, little Miss Sonozaki. Seems you brought quite a crowd. We came to eradicate your entire stall. Can I, like, food? I'm sorry, when you go to a festival, the fucking knowledge is you fucking get food. You did, but you ate it so fast that it means nothing. His stall was a shooting gallery. It was the usual setup where you have to knock down the prize if you wanted with a crock gun. The rules are simple. 3 shots, the winner is whoever takes the biggest prize. Everybody shouted their agreement. There was no need to consider how to win since the condition from victory were a simple sight. The biggest prize at the stall, I went without question. It was that one, wasn't it? Wow, that teddy bear cute! Near was Gaines longing at a lost stuffed animal. It was intentionally placed on an unsteady platform so it was possible to get it if you hit it in the right spot. It's magnificently set up to make someone think that. Not bad, Keiichi-san. I figured you would see through the scam instantly. The most logical course of action would be to aim for some candy or a doll. The intent analysis has already begun. In this club, you get eaten alive if you don't come prepared. Can I just say, this is boring? Like, I like the story so far, but I really want some murder, mystery, suspense, thriller. Can you give me that game? Because up to this point you didn't. You gave me like a little clue. Everything hinges on one plan you can come out with before the main event. At that point, a large crowd had gathered around us, making a big fuss. There was so much as following for a clubbing famous event. Knocking that bear down ensures a win. Only 3 shots. To use them all just trying, that'd be rough. Hey, I have other customers waiting, you know. Who's up first? The first one has the advantage of being able to aim for the easier prizes, but it's dangerous to compete without knowing the gun's work. Mitaka-san takes on the situation was pretty good. He gets what our club is about. Well, then to be fair, how about using rock, paper, scissors to decide? How about it? That's really the only way. Rock, paper, scissors. After a couple of matches, it ended up with me on being first. I didn't want to end up first. Oh well, I just think of it as a handicap. Gramps, gun, here you go. When the shooting range guy handed her a rifle, Mion looked it over intently. She didn't forget to check the cork book either. Okay, this gun is brand new, isn't it? No faults, not bad. Mion released the gun in one swing motion. It was completely different from her careful inspection. She was shooting from the hip. What? Fire, reload. Fire, reload. Flop. Flop, flop. 3 candy boxes fell one after the other. Damn! A big howl. The crowd paused for more relief and then erupted in cheers. Wow, awesome. It was quite good. Mitaka-san was also a loss for words after seeing such shooting powers. Prowess. Amazing, Michan. Free. Her accuracy, it was incredible. Her choice of target wasn't bad either. The 3 Mio had gone after were very large and pretty easy to knock over. They were all targets very high return on investment. Who's up next? Sakuto? Careful, the bullets are light. That was Sakuto. The rifle looked a big for her lithe body, but it didn't seem like she had any problems with the weight. Of course, I shall aim for the grand prize. The proclaimed that she was going for after the teddy bear. Damn, Sakuto, such a bold move. The moment she's knocked over, she's guaranteed to be the first. Good luck, Sakuto-chan. Sakuto was the opposite of me. She aimed at the target quite carefully and squeezed the trigger. But these bullets are too light. First bullet struck the bear in the torso, but it only shifted a little. You need to aim higher towards the head and it won't work. Sakuto's third bullet wasn't aimed at the bear, but at the candy box below its arm. I hate to say it, but it appears the bear is just too much for me. She went boldly after the big catch, but since she switched over a less impressive prey, at the last second, the crowd gave her a strained laugh. Were they laughing because she lacked the courage? These fools knew nothing. A fine attempt, Sakuto, you've gotten better. The palm of Mion's outstretched hand went poof as she tapped down lightly on Sakuto. She appeared to just be taking hot air, but this was actually completely calculated. Damn that Sakuto. Just to avoid being in last place, she dared to switch over to an easy target, without shame or honor. Magnificent. What the fuck am I doing? I'll allow you to take the beer, Rena-san. I pray for your victory. Okay, okay. Thanks so much, Sakuto-chan. How they are so cute. Rena was up next. She couldn't hit the broadside of the barn as regular Rena, but she said that bear was cute. I wonder how Rena will do it. I hope she is able to hit it at last one. You underestimating Rena, Tomokoto-san. Tomitake-san, sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah. It's Rena, you know. It's Rena Yugo, you know. If it was to get that teddy bear... Wow. Tomitake-san wheeled around to see all the commotion the spectators was all about. It was to get the teddy bear, she's able to shoot through the pinhole. Then the one known as Rena Yugo could do it. Shaking, it's shaking, he cute. Rena couldn't hide her excitement over the bear's slow rocking. Now Rena couldn't lose. Not bad, Rena-san. The less collected you become, the stronger you get. Oh god. Wow, another big cheer. Rena bullet hit the bear's forehead again. Not enough, the bear seemed to wobble a bit more before. But it might not be possible. You never know. With Rena's skill, it might be. While Tomitake was just as excited as the crowd, Rika-chan's analysis was not swayed by emotion. If Rena had 10 more shots, she could probably knock it over. But with just one more, no matter how you looked at it, no go. Ow. The crowd let out a dejected groan. She had shot it right in the forehead 3 times. It was a bit late, but they gave her a good round of applause for the attempt. How, bear sign taking home, how? She should be praised for her valor, but she had no trophies to show for it. Then at the moment, the old man flicked one of the candy boxes with his finger and handed it to Rena. This for you, little lady. Ah, you're giving this to me? How? The gods wouldn't forgive me if I let you go home empty-handed after such a display. There was another shower of applause. Rena took Brian Ray and pulled out her back over us by her hand. You did a good job. Your cute mole really surprised me. How I really wanted Mr. Bear. Wow. It was easy to see only a little more to be knocked over. Rena had done quite a lot for me. I still needed to pay her back for that delicious picnic. Alright, then I'll get it and give it to you. Yo, don't do that. What? Tomitake-san had stolen the words out of my mouth. Okay. Please, Tomitake-san. Good luck. Damn you, old man, Tomitake. Stealing the good parts for yourself. A small head stretched over and fell gently on my head before I was overcome with frustration. I don't like Rena. Can we stop shipping the... Can we do that? I'd rather you're with the older one. What's her name? Mion. I remember. Page code, okay. Tomitake-san carefully started the beer. Setting his sights, he shouldered the rifle while holding the other 2 shots in his hand. Why is he doing that? Yes, no doubt. Tomitake-san is aiming for... Pop! 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 The time between shots were short. It was meaningless to shoot again once it stopped shaking. Tomitake was relying on rapid fire to win the battle. It was easily worrying much more than it ever had before, but that was all. It still didn't fall over. How too bad. All of Rena's momentary anticipation for watching it slowly, violently turn into a dejected sigh. She doesn't look dejected, she looks cute. I rather thought it would work. Oh, it seems that since you're a man, you will not be receiving any candy. That was it. What the fuck? It It meant Tobitaka had no spoils of war. So both Kei-chan and Rika-chan can just shoot down a small easily prize to avoid being dead last, avoiding being the loser, huh? Oh, sorry about that. As it turns it's your turn next. Best of luck. It was the 5th shooter. I took the rifle to Tomitake-san. If I took the ruthless route as Mion suggested, then I'll go for small target. Except, when I picked the rifle, I definitely got a feeling from it. It was a burning passion. Stop! Passed down to me by Tomitake-san. No! The regret of not being man enough to fell the bear that Rina wanted. Yeah, that's right. If I didn't aim for the bear, then I wouldn't be a man. Fuck off! Rina can just buy another ticket and try it for herself. She was good. After all, that was my promise. No, you're just being chivalrous. My god, I'm done. Kurina. I need my hand sanitizer. I don't have my hand sanitizer here. Well, fuck. That's bad. Oh no. My hands hurt. I have very dry skin on my hands. Because of the years I used up like cleaning them because, you know, OCD, stupid stuff. And now my skin is very dry and it quickly like tears and it scratches, and yeah, I need my hand sanitizer, but I don't see it, so that's great. Great. After all, that was my promise to Rena. Haha, what promise? What? To shoot down that bear, then give it to Rena, that one. You mean how? Oh. The crowd went wild when they saw our conversation. Woo, cool, Oni-chan. You got balls, man. That's not it. Fine man of the crowd. I didn't do this. Then Rena might mock the old man run the stall on his way home, which is very possible. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. Why can't I just express my honest feelings? What are your honest feelings? Kei-chan surely talks the talk. But how do you actually intend to bring down the bear? Arena and Tomideko-san shots did make a tilt a bit, but I think finished it up with it. Also started watching Flash. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, it's so bad, it's so bad. I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Give me a DC franchise. I will watch that DC franchise. Because believe me, first, like, superhero show that I saw, Batman the Animated TV series. But my god, best motherfucker, best. I kid you not, best. Then I watched Superman franchise, all the animated series. Then I watched like Teen Titans, which is perfection of perfection, and it just continued and continued, and I'm just like, oh my god. Like, don't get me wrong, Marvel is good. I like their comics, but animated, the only thing that comes to memory is like Spider-Man Across the Multiverse or something, and maybe Ultimate Spider-Man. Ooh, actually, Spectacular Spider-Man. Remember it for the character design and the story, which was very good. Sorry, I'm going away from the game. Keiichi-kun, there only was one way to shoot faster, it'd be... Good luck, Keiichi-kun. After taking 2 deep from Gretsch, I started over to the guy. 2 more rifles, huh? The crowd murmur amongst themselves. What? I wonder what Keiichi is up to. One person can handle 3 rifles at once. I get it. Nice thinking, Kei-chan. Mion was able to figure out magnificently. Basically, what was taking the most time was reloading the shot. That's right. Then by putting 3 preloaded rifles next to each other. Tomitake-san sighed, peering at me, and the beer thought through his lens. The photographer blood predicted a miracle will occur. No, it will not. I'm dumb. The fucking character is dumb. Then the crowd finally picked up what I was planning. They let out a great cheer. They chanted my name, Keiichi. Rapid fire is the key. If I miss, all is for naught. Phew. After letting out a deep breath, I paused. Relax. Now. That moment I felt like time itself. Oh my god, really? I felt I could see the trajectory of the bullets, hit it, and knock it down. The first shot hit it on its head, the second hit it, the third. The bear sweared high, and then... Animation of the bear... No. I thought at least you would show the animation of the bear falling. Come on, man. Woohoo! Yay! Oh. Cheers began before the stuffed animal even finished falling off the shelf. The guy caught it before it hit the ground and tossed it over to me. You actually knocked it over. You got me. Amazing. Congratulations, Keiichi-kun. Keiichi-san has finally learned to use his head. I see you in a slightly better light now. I didn't do it all by myself. Everybody hit it and those small bits together brought it down. This trophy belongs to all of us. Right, this is from all of us working together. Me didn't hit a single time. Irk. After holding up the teddy bear like it was a championship trophy. Sorry, I needed a moment. I handed it to Rena. Here, this is from me, no from everyone. Thanks for always making your delicious lunches. Rena, thinking she was never going to get it, was momentarily speechless. I can't, Keiichi-kun, this is everyone's after all. How? In that case, I was the one to knock it down. And it's mine, so I'm giving it to Rena. I pushed the stuffed animal toward her again. This time she embraced it, accepted it. You watched out for me ever since I moved here after all. I'm really grateful to receive. Thanks a lot. How? Keiichi-kun. Thanks so much. Rena dove at me. Mion told me a few days later that I can't kiss me, but I didn't realize it during the excitement at the time. What? Excuse me? Can we just like pause? She kissed you. How did you not notice that? How did... No, excitement would enhance the memory. Bitch, she kissed you. I remember what I was trying to say to Tomitake-san earlier. There really isn't much of anything here. But there are lots of things you can find anywhere elsewhere. I gained the laughter coming to Hinamizawa. Especially at that moment. The crowd cheers echoed on and on. From the altar set up on the front of the shrine, drums sounded with a booming echo. It was the final of the festival. I'll be going off ahead then. Oh, I need to go and get myself a good spot too. Well then everyone, see you in a bit. Both Rika-chan and Tomitake gave their farewells and disappeared in the crowd. I wish both of you the best in your endeavors. Now, shall we be off? Yeah, I might as well go see Rika-chan's charming figure. Let's go. Yeah. Where's Rena? What are you doing? Keiichi-kun, Mi-chan saved me. Since she was carrying such a last time and she was being carried by the flow of people. What is she doing? She must have had her hands full of taking care of the bear. So I leave Rena in your care, Keiichi-chan. I have my hands full taking care of Satoko. Again, we're their parents. Why would you want to look after by you, Mion-san? Ouch, please don't pull my arm. Before losing sight of Mion, I grabbed the back of Rena's collar. Keiichi-kun. Get me there. Always so bossy. Where can I grab then? Oh, how? I didn't feel ashamed at all. She was ashamed enough for the both of us. I grabbed onto Rena-chan's hand and dashed after Mion and the others. We're going to be late. Let's hurry up. Yeah. Monsters, demons, dead bodies, mysteries, thriller, horror. Can I get any of those? Horror going for 100, 100. Do I hear 100? Yeah, I hear it. 200, 200. Yeah, we got 200 horrors. I realized Rena sold to the one that actually has horrors. Horrors. Sorry. I hadn't realized Rena's hand was so delicate. Maybe she needed a bit more exercise and nutrition. That wasn't what I meant. Not at all. My ears burned. I tried to keep on. I repeated the phrase, keep it together, Keiichi Maebara, in my mind, but it didn't look like it would be able to anytime soon. I really didn't want Rena to see my face right now, so I pushed onwards, dragging her along without looking back even once. There was already a huge group of people gathered at the altar in front of the shrine. Can I get a dead body, please? Just fire at the altar made as bright as midday and just as hot. There was a place of futons worded with sanctified rope in front of the... What the fuck am I reading? Come to think of it, they didn't say it was a festival where they did something with the cotton of futons. Keiichi-san, Rena-san, we're over here. Satoko waved her hand in front of the row. Oh, sorry. Making our way through the mass of people, we reached the spot that they saved. How was it? Were you able to have a little bit of excitement with Rena? No, you punk. So that was your plan. Instead of replying, Mion gave us a perverse grin. Why am I with perverts? Like, goddamn. How was it, Rena? A Keiichi-chan hand bigger than you thought it would be. Oh my god. Haha. Ooh. How? Rena turned bright and pushed the steam shooting out of her head. I heard something slide through the air and turned around to see Mion on the ground with a welt on her face. Mion, when were you hit? Between the ha and o in her how, I think. Rena, it's not good to punch your friends to hide your embarrassment. I didn't hit her, whatever, how? You did. Thumb, the thunderous beat of drums echoed silently to the ground. You must all be quiet, it's beginning. Oh god. It was a solemn ritual. Oh, why this music? Rika-chan entered dressed as a shrine maiden, followed by members of her municipal committee. Municipal committee? I'm sorry. The elders all looked at Rika-chan and clapped their hands in praise. The only thing allowed to disturb the profound silence was the flash of Tomitake-san's camera. What's the big thing Rika-chan is holding? A hoe that's used for this festival. What? A hoe? Where did she get the hoe? Sorry. Now I'm being evil. God damn. It's a secret farming tool that will only the shrine maiden may touch. Oh, it was an awkward sharp shape for a piece of farm equipment, not too common for something used in rituals. After reciting a Shinto prayer, Rika-chan approached the pile of futons gathered at the altar. She swung the hoe skillfully, plunging it into the futons. Each and every little movement of her performance will probably have to be done in a certain way. Without a doubt, this was a ritual. Can I get a dead body? What's next? Airing out futons? She purifying the futons that absorbed illnesses from people over the winter. So when Kei-chan said airing out futons, he wasn't completely wrong. Rika-chan's face was already dripping with sweat. That hole was probably really heavy. Okay, that sounded... That's... Okay, you can't. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna take a drink. Oh, that actually felt good. Water feels so good. She staggered side to side with the momentum of each swing. Sakoto looked on, silently lending her support. Eureka practiced every single day with a mochi hammer. She will certainly prevail. Satoko's hands were sweaty, and whenever Rika-chan started to sway a little, she held her breath. Why wasn't Mion a candidate to be a shrine maiden? It feels wrong having Rika-chan swing around something so heavy. I'd do if they ask me, you know. And well, it's not something just anyone can do. That's true. Shrine maidens need to be pure after all. Oh my god! Ooh, good. Mion drove her elbow into my side. Yeah. With the thought of the big drum, Rika-chan gave a solemn bow and descended from the altar. That triggered a round of generous applause. Can I get a dead body? After Shinto priestess had raised up the cleansed futons like a portable altar, all the spectators... I think I have hair on my chest. Yes, I do. Great. Like, hair from my head. I get it, like... You know how much cats shed? My hair sheds. Even though they're, like, healthy. Like a portable altar, all the spectators stood up, following after the priest, who marched on in a moderate pace. They descend the shrine, giant steers in a line. What's happening now? Washing the futons in the river? Ah, what Tanagashi means setting cotton adrift, you know. Oh, okay. Dead body? The procession continued right to the bank of the stream. A fire was struck high and was bright as day is here too. People started crowding around it and clamoring. Alright, get in line. Line up, Keiichi-kun. I wonder what was up. Maybe we'd get some holy wine. Red and white bean buns. Aha, it's not food. I said it was cotton. But of course. They didn't call it the Watanagashi for nothing. I finally understood. The municipal committee members pulled out the coffer from inside futons and balled it up like mochi, handing it out to people. Rena dove into the line, brought out some for me as well. When we proceeded to the bank of the stream, since it's your first time, Keiichi-kun, just copy what I do. She held the cotton in front of her hand and waved her hands as to purify it. She touched it to her forehead, chest, navel, and both thighs. You do that 3 times and suddenly give thanks to Oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama, was that the name of the shrine god? Yes, it's the guardian deity of Hinamizawa, sorry. It brings out both miracles and curses, so you must be sure to show you some respect. That sounded like a pretty fighting god, but well, when in Rome. I was officially a resident in Hinamizawa now, after all. Doing as Erna showed me, I touched the cotton over myself 3 times. Thank you, Oyashiro. Thank you, Oyashiro-sama. This way, all the evil that possesses you is sucked out by the cotton. Then you get to gently drift away in the stream, and you're done. Together, Ren and I set our cotton pieces afloat on the surface of the water. The flow cotton bloom in the water had sucked out all the evil festering in Hinamizawa and drifted out, disappearing in the distance. It was wonderful, like those floating lantern festivals I've seen on TV. Oh, I wanted to do those. That sounded kind of cool, like lantern drift. The best part though was feeling like this rite of passage had made me a true resident of Hinamizawa. Hey. You know what would be fun? Dead bodies. While staring off in the stream, I somehow got separated from Rena. I wasn't very lonely though. I know this place now. This is where I live, my home. It's probably better if I just stay here instead of wandering around aimlessly. Someone would surely find me while I was enjoying the evening drift. Oh, that body? That body? Murder? Come on. I hear a familiar voice. It was Tomitake-san's. I headed towards it. That body? How did it go, Tomitake-san? Were you able to get some good shots? Yeah, fortunately. Tomitake-san was with a girl. It felt like I was intruding. Hello. Wow, you're a different style. How was it, Keiichi-kun? Did you enjoy the festival? From the way she spoke. It seemed like she was a resident of Hinamizawa. I really should try harder to remember people's faces around here. What was her name? It was fun. My face mask is giving me desperately trying to remember her name because she gave a light-hearted chuckle. It's probably because it hasn't been long since you moved here. It's pretty hard to believe seeing how friendly you've gotten with the other kid. If that's how it looked, it was probably all thanks to Ren and Mion. Perhaps you feel more like a resident of Hinamizawa after taking part of the festival today. I wonder about that. Oh, that's not like you. I had tried to get used to Hinamizawa, but there are still plenty of things I didn't know. The faces of the people I met, for example. Things that happened in the past as well. Oh, you're feeling left out because something like that. It's not as much as a feeling left out. It's just, I'm not sure how to say it. That incident at the dam construction site, the fighting over it, and the other conflicts. The terrible incident they pretended they didn't even know about whenever I brought it up. Even though it was in the past, as someone living in Hinazawa, it wasn't wrong to want to know about both to be good and bad that happened here. If I were to put you at ease, then I'll tell you everything I know. Yes, please. Oh my God, please. You're my favorite. I like you. You're my favorite right now. Let's go. Tomitake's smile made me even more revealed than I ever been. It was hard to think of what to ask when someone said, "Ask me anything," though. Even there was so much I wanted to ask. Then, could you tell me about what happened when the dam was being constructed? There was a big incident here in Himazawa. It was going to be submerged, right? Why did you then offer, you fucking... Okay. I think the locals would be more knowledgeable about the dam than I am. Then don't offer. Well, if you don't mind, I'll tell you what I know. It's only what I read in the newspaper, though. Tomitake's eyes were entering a unfocused as he stirred through his memory. Then he spoke. Ooh. The decision to found the dam project was finally 7 or 8 years ago. I heard it was the next major project after Kurobe. What's Kurobe? There were three major issues in Japan at the time. Improving inter-island transportation infrastructure, okay. Meeting the higher demand for electricity, okay. And flood control. Oh yeah. Oh man. I keep forgetting that Japan is like high issues of earthquakes and like tsunamis. Damn, I almost forgot about that. Oh no, now I remember. But they have the best transportation infrastructure, don't they? Like, I only hear praises from that. There was a boom of dam buildings due to the massive economic stimulus, proven the top of generating electricity and flood control. Hinamizawa was the right condition to support dam construction, so it was singled out. Why the water? That does not help. The dam reservoir would have like, keep it silent. Just keep the crickets. You don't need to like give water. The dam reservoir would have covered quite a lot of ground when it was complete. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I'm trying to make games, so I'm like, would it be good in the game or would it be bad? Would it like take away from the story, or would it be more of a nuisance when you like read? The entire area right up to the Higurashi way upstream would be underwater. But why did they have to pick a populated area like Hinamizawa? Couldn't they have instead picked a place where nobody lived? I'm not really sure. Why, I heard that it was just the right terrain for building a dam. Of course there was protest here in Hinamizawa. Rika-chan has said that there was a battle. From that choice of words I had to guess things had turned violent. There was a trial, and it was even brought up before the national diet. What? Diet. National diet. Okay. It was covered in the Tokyo newspaper too. Mion had told me about that as well. I'm sure every resident of Hinamizawa has united to fight together. The feeling of solidarity found here, which could not be expressed properly with the mere words, was likely brought about by that battle. As a result, bribery and scandals were brought to light. As things got more and more complicated, they eventually halted construction. Oh. If I wanted to know now was my only chance to ask. It was certainly a bizarre incident that the boys my age would be curious about. I felt ashamed from the fact I was pretty enough to have my curiosity piqued by Rena and Mion's refusal to talk about the event. But I figured I might as well ask if I had the chance, just so I would stop thinking about it so much. So there was a dismemberment, right? There was. I happened to be here in Hinamizawa at the time, so I remember it well. And it's a nonchalant and conscious to my hesitantly forced out question. It was about this time 4 years ago. It was the day of the Watanagashi, if I recall correctly. Debate on whether to continue construction on the dam was in disarray. Scandal after scandal rocked the project near the end. The incident was the final nail in the coffin for the dam project. A fight at the dam construction site ended in the victim being murdered. Fearing prosecution, the 6 assailants divided the remains into 6 pieces and each hit one. Oh, am I gonna like search for the 6 pieces? No, the cops got the pieces. They just couldn't find a pair of hands, right? The 5 of the 6 turned themselves in out of guilt, but there was still one on the run. The right arm hadn't been had. The right arm, also it was one arm, had yet not been found. The major detail lined up with that was in the tabloid I read earlier. It certainly was a tragic incident, but it wasn't so terrible that Jirna and Mio needed to hide it from me. I guess he didn't want somebody who just moved here to have a negative impression of Hinamizawa. I felt grateful for having friends who worried so much about me, as well as ashamed for being so interested in it. I was near the end of all the trouble with the dam, you see. So everyone was saying it was Oyashiro-sama's curse. Oyashiro-sama's curse, huh? Oyashiro-sama was the name of the god at the shrine that held the festival today, if I recall correctly. Yes, because it was 2 minutes ago. I see. The guardian deity rained divine punishment down on the evil dam construction for trying to flood the flood. Apparently the younger ones didn't think so, but it seemed the elderly in the village never doubted that it was Oyashiro-sama's curse. The woman with Tomitake-san said with a mischievous chuckle. Tomitake began laughing with her. It was so infectious that I ended up laughing as well. Oh wait, can I close? No, close. No, close. God damn it. But I wonder about it now. There are quite a few, I think, amongst the youth too. A few what? People who believe in Oyashiro-sama's curse. If the woman's lips were curled into a smile, but her expression turned stern. Then after that, it continued every year, always around this time. What continued? What continued? Continued what? Tomitake-san paused for a moment to build up some suspense, then he whispered to me as if someone might have been listening. Every year on the day of the Watagashi, what the ever-loving fuck? Somebody dies. The year following the dismemberment, on that day of the Watanagashi, a man from Hinamizawa who had supported the dam fell off a cliff overlooking some rapids and died while he was on vacation. Unfortunately for his wives, his body was never recovered. He supported the dam construction even though he lived in Hinamizawa. At that time, there were whispers among the elders saying it was on Oyashiro-sama curse. The woman chuckled mischievously. Then next year, the night of the Watanagashi— oh god, this is bad. The shrine Shinto priest died suddenly from an unknown illness. His wife drowned herself in the bog that night. The shrine Shinto priest, you mean he was from the shrine here? The woman nodded. There was a rumor amongst the villagers that they weren't able to quell Oyashiro-sama's anger. Then the year after that, again on the night of the Watanagashi, they discovered the battered body of a local housewife. What the fuck? Housewife? Up until now, all these mysterious deaths were people involved with the dam or who had connections with Oyashiro-sama. With that in mind, could the housewright have been involved in some way too? Exactly, the woman stated slyly. No, it was more menacingly. One of the victim's relatives, you see, was connected to the younger brother of the dance supporter who fell into the death 2 years before. The younger brother is still alive, it seems, but it did bother him quite a bit, so he moved to the neighboring town. Okay. For a while, I stood there with my mouth agape. The battle over the dam construction with Hinamizawa future at stake. And I emerged at the center of it all. That was all I knew, and that was all I wanted to ask about. But that wasn't all there was to the story. Homicide, body disposal, accidental deaths, terminal illness, suicide, fatal beating. What the ever-loving... What? I'm a pretty level-headed person. I don't really want to believe in curses. But the freakish deaths happen every year on the day of the Watanagashi, and all of them were related to the dam construction. It was easily to dismiss each of them as a coincidence by themselves. But when you put them all together, dismissing all of them as coincidence would defy logic. My god, oh my god, when I do Pilates and yoga later, my back is gonna thank me because my back and my butt hurt. Oh my god. I don't believe in curses, but every single year on the day of the Wataganash, somebody or something makes it happen, without fail. The woman chuckled again as she picked up on what I was thinking. I felt she was trying, maybe there was, maybe we frightened him, stuff like that. I feel embarrassed at being read so easily. I pressed to Mitake-san to continue, a bit of impatience and irritation in my tone. Oh my god, why do I do that? I pressed the arrow key wrong. Then, somebody died the next year, right? Who was it that time? I wonder, who do you think, Keiichi-kun? The hell? The way he said it didn't agree with me. The sarcastic don't tick me off. Don't avoid the question, I'm serious here. Hey, calm down, Keiichi-kun. I leaned when she tried to calm me down that I've been panicking. We aren't trying to avoid the question, Keiichi-kun. It's just when you say the next year, that's... What? That's today. When she hesitated to say to Mitake-san finished it for her. I broke up in a school fair. I didn't really like the direction this was headed. Oh god. Oh my god, I love this. Yes. This is what we needed. We needed mystery. We needed a hook. Nobody wants to speak of it, but they all think it's going to happen again tonight. The festival was so cheerful though. Well, the victim Lexi, the housewright, she was a non-believer. It turned out she didn't even attend the Watanagashi festival. There was a rumor going around that if you didn't participate in the festival, you would incur Oyashiro-sama's wrath. Didn't you hear anything about this, Keiichi-kun? I never even heard a whisper about that rumor. Then the reason everybody at the festival, they were afraid of the curse? I fear that must have been the reason. There were a lot of people at the Watagashi than usual. I guess everyone was just afraid, after all, of Oyashiro-sama's curse. I get it. I would be scared. I would just go to avoid being killed. I couldn't utter a single word. In this modern age, where we made progress in scientific fields, shedding light to the unknown and misunderstood. Oh, honey. There is so much we don't know. You know what's like a little bit sliver because I watched like Flash. Like they made a particle accelerator, and there's a lot of them now made. I think 3 or 4, not sure. But they say if those things ever misfunctioned or something. Oh my god. It was like unleashing the nuclear bomb, apparently. It's very bad. But we can learn so much about, from that. And I get it, because from the little speck that we are in the fucking universe, we know nothing. We know something that's so minuscule compared to everything that's going around. And I'm just like... are we even gonna like know like 1 or 2% at the end of like the century? Probably not. But we're probably, my guess is we're probably gonna die because we're dumb and we made the climate change. Now everywhere where there was supposed to be hotter, it's colder. The fucking ice is melting. Animals are dying. We're losing space because there's so many of us. Like a lot of shit is going on. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be a nihilist or something. I'm just saying, goddamn, if I survive till the age of 80, it's gonna be a fucking miracle. Come on, give me water. Thank you. But up to that point, I'm gonna live my life and I'm gonna have a fun time doing it. Well, be also considerate of others. Just saying. Misunderstood, where black and white television has been eradicated and we sent man to the moon. Sure. Even with our accomplishments, this can exist in a modern society. Well, you'd be surprised. Tons of invitations were sent out to the neighboring towns, youth groups to help with the numbers. But after the string of events, few decided to join. The municipal committee members were complaining about how hard it was to gather participants. Also, the police are treating each case as isolated and don't believe they're connected. Where that's dumb. Could be look like a serial killer. If it happens every year for 4 years on one particular day, the police would be dumb not to make connections. Trying to keep it quiet so all the plainclothes officers. I finally began to draw on me why Rana and me were reluctant to talk. It's nothing happened during the Watanagashi. Everything would be over with and I'd be none of the wiser. If nothing happened, all would be well. In the case, it would all end up being just crazy talk. I should have just pretended I knew nothing from the beginning. Then they wouldn't have to act like nothing happened. And we would have gotten back to life as usual. Maybe it was just too much for him after all. The woman ran her fingers through her hair as she sighed. No, it wasn't. Not at all. I tried to act strong, but just served to empathize with how much information has unsettled. I mean, it is unsettling information. Ah, my stomach hurts. What the fuck is going on with my phone? Okay, okay. My phone is being weird. After seeing how I looked, Tomitake-san appeared to regret saying anything. Letting out a sigh, then he spoke, forcing an awkward, upbeat demeanor. Keiichi-kun, surely you don't believe in such things as curses. Honey, don't you... No. Look, I believe in good juju and I believe in bad juju. Good and bad. Bad karma, good karma. I believe in those things. If you bring out the energy that has been now forcing 4 years of people dying in your town, don't you think that's a little suspect? Look, I'm a woman of science. I love science, but also I'm a woman of belief. Because, first of all, religion. I have my own and all that. I believe in that. Thank you. But I also believe people can do some very, very shitty things using very, very bad energy. So, let's not just go, oh, you don't believe in curses. Well, fuck you. If a curse ever gets to you, I'll laugh. Because you're being so nonchalant. And speaking of experience, there's a lot of shit in this world that we cannot explain. Just saying. So shut the fuck up. Well, no. If it causes all of the crimes were unknown with the oh my god. If it causes of all the crimes were unknown with all the perpetrators and their methods all mysterious, then I would think it's the work of a curse. But that's not how things are in reality. The police are investigating the evidence and suspects to uncover the truth. Hearing him say police made me feel a lot better. It was perfect for repelling the word curse. That's why, you know what? Look, listen. People have protective charms. I may or may not have one as well. But only because so much bullshit went on in my life. that I was like, you know what? But that was the time before I was diagnosed with OCD, so there's that. And I was like, you know what? Give me a protective charm. I need it. I need protection right now. And it just stuck. And I'm like, look, there are good and bad things in this world. Let's not invite bad things into our world if it means that we can be safe. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm getting too invested in this. God damn it. You're so interesting, game. You're so interesting. But also very confusing. Because now you're giving me this. And then you're gonna give me normal shit. I know you are. Don't you fucking lie to me. The first one, the dismembered, for example. I told you, didn't I? All but one of the perpetrators were arrested. He could be a serial killer. It's only a matter of time for the last one. He could be a serial killer. The motive turned out to have been an argument that they will have had while intoxicated. That's no curse. Don't you agree? That was true. If it hadn't happened on the day of the Watanagashi, then I wouldn't think it was related to the curse at all. Very true. Like I said, scientific lady here. There is a motive. There were means. They were in numbers. The poor man got into a fight with them, and fucking anger and passion took over, and they just did what they did. I understand that. Later on, I don't understand why it happened on the same fucking day. That's not good. That's not Gucci. The accidental death of the man was supported the dam in the same. He was in a position that made others hate him. The police made of investigation from that angle. They concluded it was an accident. Okay. No foul play. Okay. That's good. But they both happened on the day of the festival. Right? That could be a coincidence. Haha. Just thinking about it, Keiichi. Do you think people with a lot of enemies here in Hinamazawa could participate easily in a local festival? It would be especially hard for them to be around during the Watanagashi. So they probably left Hinamizawa intentionally around the time of the year to travel, don't you think? It was a very clear explanation, but I sort of understand what Tomitake-san was getting at. So I pressed on earnestly, asking more questions so that I can convince myself. Then, Tomitake-san, what about the priest who died after that? The one with the unknown illness. That also happened on the day of the festival. It's even easier to explain what happened to the Shinto priest. The Watanagashi is a really big event that happens once a year. It was probably from all the build-up stress. Or it may have been because of the pre-existing condition. But it was unknown illness. It's hard to believe something like unknown cause would exist with all of it. Oh, that's bullshit. We have illnesses that we can even explain. Like how they begin and all that. Like Alzheimer's, for one. Or dementia. Like, the fucking mind is an unknown. You cannot say, oh, it's because of that. We should heal you with that. We still don't have fucking cures for those conditions. Like, we don't. For those illnesses, fuck it. We don't. That's why so many elderly are dying or losing memory because of it. We may be advanced in medicine, but we're still like a tiny drop in a large glass of water. It's just an exaggeration. Rumors making rumors. Anyone would get worked up having incidents happen 2 years in a row. The sudden death is quite unnatural though. Of course the police ordered an autopsy because the one strange way he died. But there wasn't enough for them to open up a full investigation, you know. Turns out he was just a sudden death due to illness. The priest once committed suicide, correct? What about that? Honey, her husband died. I believe that everyone was shaken up, but the incident happened for a third year. Those who are strong faith were quick to believe it was the work of the curse. Of course, that included the priest's wife. Apparently, they filed a suicide note that said something like, "My death will quell Oyashiro-sama's anger." Well then, how about the next season with the housewife? That happened the day of the Watanagashi too. Honey, all can be explained. The perpetrator has already been caught and the case has been closed. Oh my god! Look at that! Evidence! Oh my god! Motive! Oh my god! incarceration. Honey, those other things were just, what was it called? A coincidence. Turns out it was just some nut job trying to continue the legacy of the Hinamizawa curse. Then how about the incident next year? Oh yeah, this year is the next year. Tomisaka gave a hearty laugh. Nothing will happen. Not this year. There was never a curse to begin with. It's just that a group of people believed it was the explanation of a string of coincidences. Thank you. Look, like I said, woman of faith, woman of science. Mash it up together, you get Chucky Bunny. I felt a bit embarrassed by how childish I've become after losing control and panicking. I can see very clearly that now Keiichi-kun really does love Hinamizawa. Even if the Oyashiro-sama's curse actually did exist, Keiichi-kun couldn't bring himself to believe such a thing existed. I felt very relieved. I should probably just forget about everything I heard tonight. I'm sorry, my brain needed a moment. I greet Reina and Mion tomorrow with the same smile as always. They probably also like tonight to end without incident, so they can continue on tomorrow without having worried me. Perhaps seeing my change of attitude of the woman who had been listening stretched as she got from the rock she was sitting on. Well then, I should get getting back. Goodness, I think I may have gotten a bit on... Whoa, I may have gotten on a bit too long. Oh, there were a few people compared to the crowd from before. I could only make out a few groups of families enjoying the cool evening air. I looked at my watch. It seemed we talked for the better part of an hour. Didn't you come along with your friends, Keiichi-kun? Not going to look for them? Oh yeah, they might all be looking for me. Heh, you're quite such a scoundrel making the girls look for you. See you, Keiichi-kun. Have a nice night. You too, Jioro-san. I'll see you a bit later. Tomitake-san seemed to be quite the scoundrel himself, so his name was Jiro. After dusting off her back, she disappeared into the crowd of people still busy cleaning up the shrine grounds. Hi! Where did you go? I know what happened to the town. You son of a bitch could have told me. Instead of... Oh god. You know what? The moment this music gets... Oh, I'm so angry. Keiichi-kun, so sorry. In her place, Reina came running over. I could see all the others behind her. Speaking of the devil. My bad, Kei-chan. We got so caught up in our discussion. I completely forgot about them while caught up in my own conversation, so we're even. So my Tomitake-san was with you. This works out perfectly. We still need to settle the shooting gallery competition. That's right. So I guess I'm gonna end up dead last. No, what about Rika? She didn't shoot. In the end, after my dramatic victory, Rika-chan was the last winner, but there weren't many targets left. The ones remaining were tiny and difficult to hit. She did take her time and aim, but all three shots completely missed. She was to end up sharing the loser crown with Tomitake-san. However, she did her little mewing cry in front of the owner, and he turned on much instantly. She was given a pack of gum in consolation prize. Her methods were a bit audacious, but she did avoid being the loser rather magnificently. Come to think of it, Rika-chan is quite the trickster. I have no idea what Keiichi is talking about. Oh, fuck you. Now then, I decided that Tomitake-san is dead last. Everybody cheered and applauded. Tomitake-san smiled wildly, slightly bewildered. So Tomitake-san, are you ready? Penalty time. Oh, I completely forgot about that! You're too naive, Tomitake-san. This is why our club can never lose. Mion pulled a felt tip marker from her pocket. Oh, is that? Show him some mercy, Mion. At least use a washable marker. A Oh no. Sorry. A permanent one is too harsh. Haha, it just has to be permanent. It comes out when you do the laundry anyway. Whoa, what is this? Please take it easy on me. All of us pinned his arm behind me, approaching him with the mark in one hand. and squip, squip, squip. And she didn't write on Tomitake's face, she wrote on his shirt he was wearing. You better have your big break this year, Mion. When I took the mark, show me your photos next year, okay? Rena-chan. It was a little heartwarming, I just had to laugh. It's more like a farewell card than a penalty. Oh, I'm not as soft as the rest. I'll make sure this is a proper penalty. Haha, that last, Sakuto. Try harder next time, Anika. Here you go, Keiichi-san. I couldn't decide what to write, but based on what kind of penalty it was, this was probably the most appropriate. Come back and play again, Keiichi. Komichakis was silent the entire time. At first he was quite bewildered, but now he had a different look on his face. So I have to wear this all the way back to Tokyo as part of the penalty. Of course, you better wear it all the way home. Ah, you could wear it when you come back. It would be nice. He appeared deeply moved. Embarrassed mixed with the wealth of other emotion made him turn bright red. I understood. I wear this next time I come here. I promise. Everybody cheered and applauded. It was the finest parting gift possible for a body heading out tonight. I saw the woman who was in Tomitake-san's near the festival grounds. It seemed Tomitake-san knew the suture and knew it was time to leave. Seems like your guest is waiting. Isn't it about time? Yeah, that's certainly how it seems, haha. Tomitake headed off towards her and seemed to apologize for making her wait. We all shouted stuff to Tomitake-san. Each time we did, he looked back and waved his hand. Eventually, he faded into the darkness of the night, out of sight. It was quite a casual farewell. This wasn't the first time any of us had seen someone off. They had done the same thing many times before. He's gone. Well, it's about time we take off too. Rika-chan had to stay behind with the other committee members since they were having a meeting. Sakatoko was tagging along with her. I'm headed back home with the usual suspects. We walked back, was quite lively with the talk of days' war stories. Should have done this, should have done that, that kind of stuff. Phone! Stop! I'm trying to stream here. You being a bitch. When I parted ways with Mion and then it... Sorry if somebody was texting. You're not a bitch. Just the sound of the phone is the bitch. Sorry. Rena and I parted ways with Mion, and then it was just the two of us. Then we got into my house and parted ways with Rena as well. It was already pretty late. Are you alright by yourself? Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. It's close. I'm going to run too. If I run into some weirdo, just yell. If someone does come, will you come and save me? Maybe? If I hear you. How? Okay. I'll scream loud enough where you can hear me. Dead bodies? Merely spinning her arms around high speed, Rena dashed off. She was fine. In that mood, not even an adult could stand against her. Rena's cheerful presence disappeared and finally became quiet again. The curse that not a single person ever whispered about. The more I learned about it tonight, the more unsettling it became. I didn't show any of their faces, but they were probably all quite concerned about it as well. But if nothing happens tonight, then it all ends up being just crazy talk. Nothing will happen. Nothing bad. Nothing at all. What's wrong, Keiichi-hun? Why are you standing in a place like that? Come inside. You'll catch a cold. It was my mom. Did you go, Mom? To the Watagashi festival? In the end, your father did... No! Oh, hell no. He's gonna die. So I missed it. Oh! A little disappointing. Mom stuck her tongue with a bit of an embarrassing look on her face. Honey, your mama's gonna die. Oh my god. Mr. How falling into the... Oh god, the thermal illness that of Shinto priest. Oh my god, that's so many tips. You new tips. That's a lot. from the June 1980s edition. On the afternoon of 2 p.m., office employee and his wife in Amazawa village in Shinto Prefecture disappeared at the following 20 from the authority platform in Shirakawa Prefecture. Police and firefighters searched downstream and discovered the body of around 7 p.m. that evening. His wife has yet to be found. Wait, I thought the guy fell and he disappeared. I didn't know that the wife fell too. I thought the guy disappeared, not the wife. The search has run into difficulties due to the effects of the typhoon free from the previous day. It appeared on railing at the observer. Wait, can I just take you? When was this? From June. So the Watagahashi festival is in June, right? So all of them should have something in June. In the observatory leading to the broken causing to fall, the groundskeeping staff questioned by the police. Regards to the facility deterioration. Fact made to perform properly. Huh. Something not right. So this should be June 80. Yeah. From June 1981. So wait, we're in 1984 or 5? I think we're in 1984. 4 or 5. I'm not. It's not modern day, so there's that. On the afternoon and excess around 10 p.m. This is on Hinomizawa village of the Shinbone prefecture. The Shinto priest of the Fierce Shrine passed away. An existing condition he was recovering from suddenly worsened. The patient, so it was a condition that was predated. Parties close to the deceased said he was suffering from anxiety issues concerning. See? My god. Explained. Which was to be held that day. Also, after his death, his wife went missing, leaving behind a farewell note. She went missing, so the body wasn't found. The police and local association continued to search her, given the presence of the farewell message, the fact that the Onigafushi marsh is said to be bottomless, none into difficulties. It wasn't reported in a newspaper. What? Oh, it wasn't reported in a radio log. This is Onikamura Station, calling Unit 3. Unit 3, please respond. This is Unit 3, loud and clear. Backup is heading your way. Hold position on the further instruction. Over. Roger, Unit 3 acknowledged. Requesting no headlights. Requesting radio silence. Station, the doctor has arrived. They want to carry it away. What's the order? Over. Acknowledged. Leave it to the doctor. Affirmative. Understood. And backup has arrived. Shouldn't we let them take the 4 first? I think the Vic is done for. So that's probably connected to the housewife. Save and load. Save. Yes, please. Close and continue. Good morning. Who died? Give me a clue. No, bitch. Slap. Nice job yesterday, Kei-chan. You didn't do so badly yourself, Neon. Yesterday was fun. Oh, that's right, Keiichi-kun. Thank you very much for Mr. Bear. I'm glad you liked it. Don't use it in a pin cushion, though. Yeah, I wouldn't. Who died? Still chatting happily, we entered the classroom, but the moment I stepped into the room, a splashing sound and a nasty sensation. It was a bucket filled with brim with water, and unfortunately my foot stepped right onto it. My, now how diligent of you to mop the floor with this morning. Clump, clump, clump. Whip, whip. Wow! Keiichi-san flicked my forehead. You should set a more brutal trap next time. Seeing that, Rena began to swoon as Mion looked on dejectedly. Everything was the same as always. Everybody was there and nothing fell out of place. The uncertainties I had the back of my mind since yesterday had vanished. Oh, your parents are gonna die. What is it, Keiichi-kun? Didn't get enough sleep, maybe? Maybe? I slept like a log. Maybe you'll want I'll do a reenactment during class. You should do that. You shouldn't do that. Mio alerted us that the teacher was coming, so everybody shoved out the seat. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday was the festival. Thank you all for the people who stayed until the very end to help us clean up. We were all slackers, so none of us actually helped clean up. Actually, I had a feeling that the only thing we did was run around the festival cause a ruckus. Okay, in this time of year you might see some people here out of town doing interviews about the festival for magazines. I thought it was the usual, so I was going to tune it out, but then I noticed a different tone in her voice and started paying attention. You may be asked question. Please don't say anything silly or something that could be taken the wrong way. Do you understand? In unison, everyone, yes, ma'am. When she said this really vague, but I understood what she was trying to say. After all, this is the 5th year. There were probably lots of third-year rate reporters peering in, hoping something regarding the curse had happened. I had nothing but oh my god. I did nothing but perpetuate the village bad image. Sorry, I needed a minute. She was saying, don't spout stupid shit you think it's funny. And now I was one of those who needed to keep their mouth shut. I found it rather cute how it felt a sense of unity from such a trite thing, if I say so myself. Your parents are gonna die. Pretty sure. It was summoned into the club activities after school. Since everybody was still pretty tired from yesterday, we just spent the day relaxing. Yeah, that wasn't happening. Oh, today let's play a class of deduction. How about this one? A game from overseas. Look interesting. These instructions are in English, but the rules don't seem that hard. I won't lose, you hear? I'm not too bad at this game. It seems that Arena didn't handle that kind of game very well. The rules are the person who can match the murder weapon and the scene of the crime wins. Where 3 times a card compares the suspect victims and location. I could see that means Mio and Rika were written on the suspect card. Oh, a card with my name on is it? Well, there are plenty of different weapons too. Like knives, axe and poison. The locations are pretty nice too. Like the living room, the study, the courtyard. So basically, you take out each of the cards. These are the answer cards. So we shuffled the remaining cards and had them out. We asked each other the cards and figure out the right ones. Oh, I see. So the cards nobody has are the true perpetrator. Then you raise your hand if you know the answer. The game ends and we check if the answer is correct. If you're right, then you get a point. If you're wrong, then you lose a point. Since the game ends, if no one gets it right, all cards are gathered and redistributed. You learn as you go. You really have to use your brain. You'll get confused if you don't take notes. The rest you can figure out by playing. So Mion, what's the penalty this time? Everyone directed their attention to Mion. Let's see. We're all still a little tired from it, so maybe we'll take it easy with a goofer penalty. You asked to rush out and buy stuff for everyone. So just being asked to buy stuff like drinks and candy, I guess. I feel like the penalty today is pretty simple. I wonder if it really is. If Keiichi-san thinking, what am I thinking? Yeah. You don't even know what you have to go buy. I'm betting Mio would send out whoever loses to buy stuff like hemorrhoid cream or happy family planning manual or other crazy stuff. The cards were lightly shuffled and passed out to each player. The real perpetrator, the correct weapon, and the scene of the murder have been taken out, so that means all the cards I have in my hand are innocent cards. Okay? Then I'll go first since I'm the club president, I guess. Well then. Mion, knife, study. You picked up one suspect, one member and one murder scene, and ask each person. If you have any of those cards, then you must say, I have. However, you don't need to say which one you have. Yeah, I got it. Me too. I have one. Oh my, all of them are here. 3 people answered what she asked, and they had Mio, Knife, and Study. So that means Mio, Knife, and Study all are in the clear. Got to jot that down. Then I'll go. Rena, X, launch. Only 2 people said they had one. So it means out Rena, X, and launch. One of them is correct. Is this part of the crime? No, wait. Even if they say they have one, they don't have to say how many. It's possible that either Sakoto or Rika-chan had 2 of the cards. Well, Kei-chan is next. Go ahead. Wait just a little. I'm still sorting things out. The game has been taking more than I thought. Oh man, this feels like I'm going to be tough. Oh my god. Alright, now I have the criminal. What? Already? Here, I'm spinning around in circles and Mion just now raised her hand. The murderer is Rika-chan, in the infirmary with the poison. Well? Mion drew the cards from the box and checked to see if her deductions were right. You were right! All I needed was one more hand. I couldn't tell whenever it was poison or pistol. I never use a pistol. I think killing them slowly with poison. Oh my god. Rika said such a hugely terrifying thing with such a sweet little face. Yeah, kids be crazy. Everyone was making a commotion on how they almost had it. Rena and I were trying to out in the cold though. How did you do, Keiichi-kun? I couldn't get it at all. Don't worry. I had no idea either. How can you both be so unsure? We'll both end up last place together at this rate. That's even worse. Going off buying something together as a couple. What if we ended up to buy Happy Family Planning Guide? I can tell from Keiichi's friend that he's not very good at this game. What? That's not true. I'll show you the true power of Sherlock Maibara during the next round. My mouth, that sounds wonderful. I shall give you quite the thrashing. After that, I managed to somewhat grasp the trick behind the game, but I'm still always a step or 2 behind. I saw that Mion was somehow gleaning information from the other asking their questions. That level of experience was just too much. The only way I could stage a comeback was if I became ruthless. I tossed up a second caution of deduction and switched over the thought process needed to win. The important thing is to find out the criminal, it's to win the game. Eureka! Ah, sorry, you need to go to the bathroom. Take your time and squeeze out. Oh my god. Michan, that's gross. I had to hold them off the game and headed down the hall. The air was crisp. I showed off just how stagnant the air in the classroom was from our body heat. On the school ground, some of the classmates were playing around. After spending some time cooling my head, Rena made her way towards me. Keiichi-kun, did you call for me? Yeah, I did. Oh, as I got up from my seat, I walked over to Rena. I'm glad it worked out. I didn't want to waste much time, so I'll get right to the point. Rena, what's your record at this game we're playing today? She was taking a bath. After a moment, she hesitantly opened her mouth. Well, all losses. Why do you ask? I wonder. I could tell from how apprehensively she was playing. The way things are going, I will as well. I can't figure out a way to pull off the last minute comeback on this one. So I guess both of us will be taking that penalty. Hey, don't accept defeat already. How about we win this? Both of us. But how can we? I brought my lips to Rena's ear. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Ha, is that allowed? Did you forget, Rena, the second rule of society? Do everything in your power to bring victory. Yeah, I'll try my best. Our plan of attacks was quite rudimentary one. At the beginning of the game, everyone would be focused on their own hand while taking notes and whatnot. Since our seats were right next to each other, we reveal our hands to each other. If we did it on their desks, then nobody would know. We began the game with twice as much information as everyone else. Having as much information, we don't need to investigate less. That's sort of the plan of attack. We start off with a big lead over the other guys. Yeah, with this we can probably win. We both smirked at each other. It was the shady business that Reino was the corrupt senator. Hey, pleasure doing business with you. Let's hurry back. We book as a do it to surprise everyone. Hey now, there's no point in we go back together. It would be like flat out telling we had a little arrangement. Oh, sorry, what should we do? Go back ahead of me, Rena. I'll take my time coming back after washing my face or something. Okay, got it. Rena turned around and headed back to the classroom. I guess I should wait a little bit longer. If it went too soon, I would be saying I went to the bathroom. If Leon or one of them decided something, then should be problems. Well then, they figure out sooner or later, because both Rena and I would start winning over and over again. Both Rena and I earned enough points to avoid being the losers by the time Mion realized what was happening. Excellent! Not a bad idea. You know she can betray you, right? I'm not... Like, we have established that they are working as a unit. My Barakun, may I have a moment? It's the teacher. Man, things were just getting good. What is it? I'm a bit... You have a guest. Please make your way to the entrance. A guest? It's like a Una hotel. They have been waiting. Please hurry. Oh my god, my parents are dead. It was really unfortunate to have someone waiting for me right at a big match, but I was more interested in the unexpected. I don't want to waste time, so I decided to care of it quickly. Oh my god, please don't be that, parents. The entry was heavy, conscious of the hot sunlight, the deep shadows. Hi! Waiting there, looking across the room, was a middle-aged man, his tie sloppy loosened, and his jacket tucked underneath his arm. Are you Maebara-san? Keiichi Maebara-san. That was no question that this was already Hinamazawa, and this was without a doubt the first time we had met. Ever since I met Tomitake-san, I've been running into so many middle-aged men. That's right. Who might you be? I have an AC on my car. Let's talk there. No. It's a bit hot here, don't you think? Please don't. The man, completely ignoring my question, pointed over the car park neatly and began walking. You got to be kidding me. I had no intention of going along with some geezer I didn't even know. He was asking me to get a car with him? I'm not going to bite. Come on now. He opened the back of the door and called me over. I didn't like this old man, but I wanted to know what this was all about. Even while walking, the conversation that start out like this have never led to something good. The inside of his car was pretty cool. Cars with air conditioning were supposed to be a luxury. So it is the 1985. My dad didn't have one in his car at least. Please let me know it's too cold for you, okay? Have a habit of cranking it all the way up. So what business do you have with me? Of the spite, I decided to ignore a remark in the some way it did to me, start my own line of questioning. He pulled out a notepad in his pocket and took out the picture that stood between the pages. On it was a face of a pretty goofy looking guy. If you know anything related to this individual, just please tell me. Who the heck is this? I doubt even his close friends would be able to recognize who he was from the expressionless picture that looked like it was taken on a DMV. There were scribbled on the shirt done in permanent markers, starting with yours, my Bara-san, and quite a few classmates signed as well. Huh? This is Tomitake-san? There were no hint of his usual unreliable and uneasygoing personality in this photo. It was an... Oh my god, he's dead? How? He went to the festival. It was an expression half asleep face. Then do you know this woman? In it was. Oh, I don't remember her name, but she's the same lady who was with Tomitake-san last night. I didn't know what her name was, but I didn't know she was the resident of Himazawa. When was the last time you saw these two? The night of the Watagashi. We spoke. They seem pretty close, I guess. Did anything bother you about them? Anything is fine. Go ahead and say it. Being asked for every little detail was very troubling, honestly. I had a pretty good idea who this guy was by now. Did something happen to them? There was no response to my inquiry. Thus I replied with silence and kind. I was pretty sure, no certain, that this guy was a cop. Then why? Oh, by the way, you shouldn't interrogate a high schooler without his parents present, because that's against the law. Just saying. Because he's a minor. Then again, why was he asking Otomitake-san? Did something happen to him? More importantly, why me? Shouldn't there have been plenty of other people who knew more about him than I did? The roll of the English barely lowered. After a long pause, he finally spoke again. You moved here just recently, isn't that right, Mayabara-san? Are you aware, I wonder, about the stories of Oyashiro-sama? My heart began to race. I'm pretty capable of hiding things. It's probably shown on my face. Not at all. If you don't, then that's fine. Well, I have heard it. Tomitake-san told me about it actually. How much do you know about it? The dismemberment killing, the accidental death, the death by illness followed by suicide, and the lady who was beaten to death. The incident always happened the day of the mother ending suspicion that I didn't think Tomitake-san would have kept anything from me. I think that was everything. No, rather, I didn't want to think there was anything more to that. My voice hurts. It really does. Do you know that? Well, of course, my Bara-san. Feel free to speak openly about it. I don't believe in it. My answer was instant. It wasn't so much that I didn't believe in it as it was on virtue of believing. I wanted to clear away any doubt that was more prominent. Really? Then that's great. Guess you really are one of the city-raised boys. So what if I don't believe? I have friends waiting, so could you get to the point? The man in this picture is that. No shit. My mind went blank. Huh, what happened to Tomitake-san? It would seem that he died that night. That was the night of the Watanagashi. Do you understand the implication behind that, Mayabara-san? What the fuck? Implication, not any of the cause of his death and the reasons behind it. The real problem was that he died on the day of the Watanagashi. Meaning this year the curse of Oishiro-sama had once again. The death of Yuro Tomikare is still confidential. You can understand why that is, right? I didn't want to understand why. Please tell me. Tell me what happened. It was very particular. It might have been a little too graphic for someone born and raised in Hinamizawa. It was a roundabout way of saying, but it caused me to doubt whenever or not I wanted to hear the rest. I would only regret forcing myself to learn something I shouldn't. Or at least that's how I figured it would feel if I listened to the rest. One of the patrol cars discovered the body on the way from the security detail of the festival. It was late, about 5 till midnight. The location was, you know where the road into town becomes paved, right? Down the past the slope on the shoulder. Why are you telling this to a kid? This is bad. There were a few street lights on the road. Its pitch black darkness was only broken by the lights of passing cars and the moon. It was a stroke of luck that Tomitake-san was spotted collapsing on the shoulder of the road. Tomitake-san was face down covered in blood. Blood and muck over the asphalt. We thought it was a hit and run first, but then when the officer checked he was still alive, he quickly noticed something abnormal. Oh crap. His throat has been ripped open from a knife or something. No. The lady ripped open his throat? Nails. Nails? As in fingernails? With those he clawed through. From the coroner report it that it was with his own nails. Why? What does that mean? Basically it wasn't murder, it was suicide. Why? Tomitake-san thought there was a reason to tear open his throat as hard as he could with his own nails, tore through the skin until he started to bleed. Even though Dan didn't stop, he continued crawling. With enough intensity that it could have been peeled off with nails still clawing. Still clawing. Then his nail reached to the violator. Oh my god! Spurt blood splattered on the ground around him as he bled. While gasping for... Okay, now I'm in. Now you got me. Now you got me hooked. He collapsed. His body spasmed. Sorry if I sound morbid, but it was so boring before. This actually seemed interesting because, look, I like true crime. I like mystery. I read a lot of Nancy Drew. And he died in agony. We thought the drugs were to blame, but nothing of the nature was detected. But this, it seemed suicide. I never heard of such a thing. this unnatural way of dying. It wasn't a mystery death, then what was it? The way he died. It was these 5 years. His death resembled that of a curse, as if to show both myself and Tomitake-san, who proclaimed there were no such thing as a curse. We were wrong. Yeah. There were a few more suspicious details. From his body chemistry, perspiration, epilation, and so on, we concluded he was in a state of hysteria right before his death. That was a given. It's hard to believe someone could do this in a sound state of mind while clawing out his throat. Wounds on his hands matched a discarded piece of lumber found nearby. There are traces where he struck trees and gorges. There are traces of where he struck trees and where the rails with it. Tomitake-san was found all over the place. Meaning that while tearing at his throne, he was swaying around a place of lumber. There were external injuries which were not self-inflicted discovered on Tomitake-san. There are hard probability Tomitake-san was assaulted. The external injuries that there may be multiple suspects. Oh hell no! I had nothing to do with it. My mama can attest to that. I'm just saying. To summarize, Tomitake-san was raided and attacked. While wandering the night roads in a state of panic after being cornered, he picked up a piece of lumber and tried fighting back. Somewhere in there, he began maintaining his own throat, clawing at it. Then he died. The presumed time of death was around 9:23, meaning it occurred right after we finished talking to Tomitake-san at the festival. Eris and Tomitake-san, they parted ways. Right after that, oh yeah, he should have been with the woman. What about her? She's missing. She hasn't shown up at work and she hasn't returned home either. There are very high probability she was involved in this accident. For a while I could only gaze off into space. I would never have thought something like unfortunate. Oh my god, this is so bad. Oh no, do they think I had something to do with that? Please don't. Like, please don't think I did. Like, I'm squeamish about blood. Let's just say it like that. Unfortunate happenings to someone close to me could affect me this deeply. This time I spent with Tomitake-san was short, but we were the same festival, spent the time together and took part in the same competition. He was one of us. We have been continuing this investigation for very front, but then when it came to the Oyashari course, the villagers aren't very cooperative. That I knew well. I would have been none of the wiser if not for Tomitake-san, the outsider, telling me. So that's why you came to me, because I'm not originally from Hinamizawa? I should have been angry that the only reason he wanted to hear from what happened from me. If things got the way they have been, then the conclusion would be that the Jiro Tomitake died from Oyashiro-sama's curse. He turned away from me and gazed off in the distance. The night of the Higurashi, during the secret ritual, he casually stepped off his anger in Oyashiro-sama. That's how it's going to turn out. There's no way Oyashiro-sama would inflict divine punishment on Tomitake-san. Never been killed by humans, had to have been killed by humans, a cowardly group no less. There is no way I'm going to let this end up being the fault of some curse. I think so as well. There's so much in the divine punishment of curses. Oh my god, you're going to die. Why are you messing with fucking gods? That's not good. The lens moose was caught with the man's hearty laugh. That's how it must be, my Ibara-san. Cooperation from individuals in Masama who don't believe in the curse is indispensable. Understood? Neither Tomitake-san nor I believed in curses. But this is the way things are going. It would be just end up like Tomitake-san's death marking the 5th year, which would mean that Hinamizawa had rejected Tomitake-san. That was something I couldn't allow. Tomitake-san was one of us. He didn't live in Hinamizawa, but he came every single year. In a sense, he was more of a resident than I was. There was no way that Tomitake-san could have been cursed by Oyashiro-sama. But there is nothing I can do to help. I have no idea what happened that night either. No, if you see or hear something that draws your attention, that is enough. If I see or hear, he was talking about the future tense. Okay, I'm gonna end here. My throat hurts. And wait, let me just load it. No. Can I like quick save? Okay, so quick save. Just anyways, I have a YouTube. I have a Twitter. All can be found in About Me section on Twitch. Tomorrow on my art Twitch channel, I will be drawing. So you're very welcome to that too. I wish you all a very good beginning, middle, and end of your day, and just enjoy yourselves. Okay, bye bye. Bye 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 bye.